She told me straight to my face, no hesitation, that I needed to drop my pottery class so her daughter could have my spot. A class I had been on the wait list for 7 months to get into. 7 months. Okay, so context. I work a pretty demanding job, and about a year ago, my therapist basically told me I needed a creative outlet or I was going to combust. I landed on pottery. There's this incredible community studio near me, small instructor, 12 spots per session, and it is genuinely impossible to get into. I joined the waitlist last spring, finally got my confirmation email in November, paid my deposit the same day, like within the hour. First class was a Tuesday evening. I showed up with my little apron, my water bottle, I was so ready. And that's when I met Donna. Donna and her daughter, maybe 9 years old, walk up to the front desk, and Donna's already got that energy, you know the one. Chin slightly up, voice slightly loud, like the room already owes her something. So Donna finds out at the desk that the class is full, there's no spot for her daughter, and I'm standing right there waiting to check in. She turns to me, not to the desk clerk, to me, and she goes, "Are you here alone?" I said yes. She goes, "So it's just a hobby for you." Not a question, a verdict. I said, "Yeah, it's my hobby, that's kind of the point." And she says, and I want you to really hear this, my daughter is artistically gifted. This is developmental for her. You could find another class. I genuinely laughed. I thought she was joking. She was not joking. I said, "I've been on the wait list for 7 months. I already paid." She didn't even blink. She goes, "Can't you just defer to the next session for a child?" I told her there's a wait list for that session too, and honestly, she should put her daughter on it like everyone else did. That was the polite version. That was me being generous. Then she shifted gears, goes, "I'll Venmo you the deposit right now. Just drop the spot." I said no. She goes, "How much do you want?" Like I'm negotiating a parking space. I said it's not about money. She actually scoffed at that, full scoff, and then she said the thing. She leaned in a little and said, "You're really going to put your little hobby over a child's development." My little hobby. My little hobby, the thing keeping me functional, that one. I turned back to the desk clerk and I said, "Can you check me in, please?" Just like that, done, Donna lost it, and I mean lost it. She goes, "Excuse me, I am talking to you." I said I heard her, I just wasn't changing my answer. And then she goes loud, loud enough that the whole waiting area turns around. "This is unbelievable. You are going to sit there and take a spot from a little girl because you can't just be a grown adult and sacrifice something small for once in your life." Okay, this is the part some people are going to have feelings about. I looked at her, calm as I have ever been, and I said, "Your daughter has two parents and unlimited future waitlists. I have one Tuesday night a week that is keeping me sane, so no, I'm not moving. And honestly, the way you just spoke to a stranger in public, that's the developmental issue I'd be worried about." The desk clerk made a noise. I don't know what kind of noise, but she made one. Donna's daughter tugged her sleeve. Donna's face went, it just went. She opened her mouth and nothing came out for a solid 3 seconds. And then the studio instructor, who had apparently been standing in the doorway this whole time, walked over. She looked at Donna and said, very quietly, very clearly, "I'm going to ask you to leave. Harassment of enrolled students isn't something we allow here, and frankly, we won't be offering you a spot in any future session either." Just like that, said it in front of everyone in that waiting room. Donna sputtered. She actually sputtered. Said something about speaking to someone higher up, and the instructor just said, "I own the studio, you've already spoken to her." 3 other students started checking in like nothing happened. Donna grabbed her daughter's hand and walked out, and as the door closed behind her, the desk clerk looked at me and went, "Ready to get started?" And I said yes. I went in, I sat down at my wheel, and I made a lopsided little bowl, and it was the best Tuesday I'd had in months. But here's the thing I keep turning over, what I said to her about her daughter. Was that too far? I've gotten both answers from people I trust. Honestly, though, what would you have done? Comment below. Follow for a new story every day.